Good morning, everyone. Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. We are here again. I'm Alexander, hosting another one of these meetings for you. And thank you for coming on our meeting, our online discussion. And today, as always, I'm gonna give you some topics. Then I'm gonna provide you with the opportunity to speak, both in your small groups and then here publicly. Well, those of you who have been here before know what I'm speaking about. So let's get right into this. I've got some topics for you today. Let me see. Let me just quickly pull up my notes. Actually, today my questions are unusually long and complex, maybe. So anyway, imagine a situation. You are some kind of I don't know, inventor, scientist, whatever, and you discover a cure for AIDS or a groundbreaking cancer-destroying method. Ну, то есть представьте, что вы изобрели лекарство от СПИДа или от рака, скажем так, каких-то серьезных заболеваний. And so my question to you is this. What are you going to do with this? And option number one, do you make sure that everyone has access to it for as cheap as possible to save as many lives as you can? То есть первый вариант — это вы буквально всем даете задешево это лечение и да, по минимуму, то есть с минимальной возможностью заработка, так скажем. Option number two, do you put a fair price on it and leave it to the business world? То есть, возможно, вы какую-то относительно справедливую цену назначаете и затем оставляете возможность, не знаю, может быть, конкуренции или бизнесу справедливо определить цену, так скажем. Or maybe, do you keep it a secret and profit from it? Или, возможно, вы никому об этом не говорите и лишь по секрету иногда кому-то передаете это лечение, так скажем, с возможностью большого заработка. All right? So, why or why not? What would be your strategy in this case? Let's just quickly discuss this one. We are not going to spend too much time on this. And then we will come back and discuss other questions. All right? Again, hang on just a second. I'll post these questions in the chat for everyone to see them right here. Again, you're always free to talk about anything else you want, you know, self-introduction, you know, weather, politics, whatever. I don't care very much. Well, I do care a little bit, but you know. So 13 people, that's like four groups, I guess. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Welcome back, everyone. Well, how many of you are here? So, you know how it goes. You know what we do here. If anyone would like to speak publicly right now, this is your time. You can speak about the question that I gave to you, or maybe you wanna, you know, tell us something different. Just remember, you're gonna end up on YouTube, so you may wanna consider what you're gonna be saying. But don't be intimidated by this. Just keep it in mind. So anyone? Yeah, Phoenix, yeah, go ahead.
Предлагаю, не знаю, как сказать. Okay, in my opinion, I want another way, and this way, don't writing for this sentence.
Which
for
is?
example, I will arrangement a secret font, and this font will take this remedy from cancer for rich people at big prices, but for poor people without price, like help. Do you understand me?
Yeah. I think there may be some issues of how exactly it is achieved, but the idea is good. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
this
Interesting.
was a secret organization which itself find this ill person and helping for treatment by this remedy. And we needed to take care balance between rich person and poor person.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at least I do. Yes.
I have a question, my friends, for
Go
this
ahead.
secret fund.
Secret
Go ahead.
From cancer remedy from cancer. Do you understand me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Anyone else? Or shall we move on to the next topic? Or should I say topics? All right, folks, I got two different big topics for you, because when I was making these topics, I realized that the one that I'm about to give you right now is maybe not for everyone, you will see, and that's why I'm gonna provide you with another one. Or as always, you can speak about anything else you wish. But here we go. Bear with me. So it goes like this. So, what is your general opinion on adultery? And for those of you who don't know what it is, adultery is a супружеская измена. Do you believe adultery is always morally wrong? Or are there any exceptions? Are there any cultural or religious factors that influence your opinion on adultery? То есть, ваше мнение, то есть вы считаете, что вот эта измена это всегда, абсолютно всегда, то есть по нравственным причинам это плохо, да? Или же есть какие-то исключения? Есть ли какие-то культурные или религиозные факторы, которые влияют на ваше мнение на эту тему? And the last question, should adultery be a legal matter, or is it a personal issue between individuals? То есть должно ли это быть, то есть измена, должна ли это быть проблема в законодательном поле рассматриваема, или же это сугубо личное дело, которое не должно выходить за рамки личного дела? All right, so this is topic number one, and I'm gonna give you an alternative topic because maybe you don't like this one. And what could be a better alternative option than speaking on alternative medicine? So my question to you is this: what is your general opinion on alternative medicine? То есть альтернативная медицина, maybe homeopathy, I don't know, whatever, гомеопатия or something like this. Have you ever tried any alternative medicine practices or treatments? То есть пробовали ли вы когда-нибудь альтернативную медицину? If so, what was your experience like? Какой был ваш опыт? What factors do you consider when deciding whether to try alternative medicine or stick to conventional medical treatments? То есть как вы рассуждаете, когда вы раздумываете над применением альтернативной медицины? Какие факторы вы учитываете? And are there any alternative medicine practices that you are skeptical about or do not believe in? And why? И то есть есть ли какие-то методы альтернативной медицины, насчет которых вы скептичны или не поддерживаете их? И почему? All right? So, these two questions, I'm gonna drop them in the chat one by one, like this. One, and just a second, and two. Yes. Right here. Okay, so 12 people.
Thank you so much for so interesting topics.
Well, I really hope you're gonna like it. But let's see. I need to recreate rooms. I think 3 right now. Well, hello again, guys. I hope you've had a lot of fun discussing these questions, these topics. I can tell you this, that by the end of our conversation, the topic of what is love came up, of course. And yeah. Anyway, so guys, if anyone would like to say anything, to talk to us for maybe, a little bit, please do. You have such an opportunity right now, and we are gonna have another discussion session after this. I mean, today. Anyone? Brave enough? You know? Talkative enough? Oh, come on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
Yulia,
will
go ahead.
try.
Yes, yeah.
Yes. No, my general opinion about adultery is not happened. It's great to be not be alive. Yes, and we discuss a lot of this point. And we have one man in our group, and he not to try to discuss this point, but we want to hear this opinion, his opinion. Yes, but we discuss this respect point, like how you respect the another person what we live, and we discuss this point like if you respect and your husband has a problem with sexual point and it's okay, oh enough, go ahead. But from my side, I don't feel like it's good, but it's my opinion. Okay, if it's for another family, it's okay, just live and have a lot of partners, okay. But Phoenix mentioned about like respect and maybe adultery in another point, like financially, like if you have this. But from my side, it's not adultery, but maybe like it's a person, if you can live with it, or maybe your husband like drink a lot and you can live with it, with that, just live. Yes, about a legal matter, if you know, I hear one news about Korean, and before they have this legal matter, like don't adultery, and yes, it was great because now they don't have, and a lot of and women and men adultery, but yes, I know the woman just do that like men adultery, like have the money from husband, and yes, it's an interesting way.
So
All
what
the
you
time,
what you're
yes.
saying is that in Korea it used to be that it was like prohibited by law to do this, right? To cheat. And
Yes,
now
yes,
it's not punished, it's not punishable by law, and people
yes,
started cheating a lot more,
yes,
right?
yes, yes,
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah, I see.
yes, yes, yes.
All right.
Interesting point, but yes.
Mm-hmm. All
But
right. Yeah.
I see this point. Like people need to this рамки, how to say,
Maybe like frames, I guess, limits, maybe. I
limits.
don't know.
Yes,
Mhm.
we need to limit it. Our feelings, our yes.
Mm. All right.
But I know here one with psychologists like topic defined man and woman wanted adultery, yes, and questions, and then woman, then men, all both. It's 80% wanted adultery if the another person don't know in.
Here we go. Here we go.
Never
Yes.
know this point, yes.
You never know, because you never know. As who was it? Was it Eddie Murphy who said that? Oh, I can't remember. Yes, Nina, go ahead. Go ahead.
About adultery, sexual problems и так далее. You mark everyone that our partners will change through the years, and after some years we open, wow, something wrong with your mental health. For example, mental, it's like a mental, because everyone loves through the eyes, through the nose, through the touching, and okay, first 5 or 10 years, we so nice. This touching of our partner is so nice for us. His kissing, her kissing is so nice for us. Some figure, oh yes, he's beautiful. But after three children, 3 burning children, wow, what is she? Who is she? This is my wife? Well, no, this figure is not good. You know, that most of men think and speak and feel like this, but we forget. Person is like a full animals. Forget everything. You know, after 1 week, after 2 weeks, after years, at least. You know, and man, you love this woman 5 years before, like never, как никого больше, как сказать?
Like no one else, maybe.
Like no one else. What happened today? 3 children change her figure. What with you? What's wrong with you, man? For example, and these kinds of this, it's so many, because man says, oh, my figure is not changed, my body is not changed, I'm press.
I guess something happened to the internet connection, maybe. All right. Okay, guys, we don't have much time left, and I wanted to give you another set of questions, but we don't have too much time for that. However, I wanted to give you one little point for maybe discussing here, if anyone can address this. There is an old saying. I'm gonna write it down here in the chat. It goes like this: familiarity breeds contempt. And I'm gonna write it. It goes like this, yeah. Familiarity breeds contempt. And how do I translate it? То есть это значит, что знакомство с кем-то, особенно длительное, вызывает презрение, буквально так. And basically, in a family dynamic, I guess. I mean, it is especially relevant in a family dynamic, when people just live together for a long time, and naturally it causes you know, contempt, resentment. You know what you probably know what I mean. So if you know, if you or if any one of you could address this, maybe, you know, say anything, say what you think about this, and is it true? I mean, is this saying true in your opinion, in your experience? And if it is, what do you do to prevent this from happening? Maybe, you know, does make sense? То есть, примерно понятно? Everyone is like
you may try to more like explain simple words, like the contempt, it's like respect.
Yeah, no. The other way, contempt is something negative, like презрение.
Yes.
So no,
like,
look, all 3 words are actually, you should know them, because familiarity, то есть знакомство, when you get to know the person even more and more and more over time, breed это как что-то производить, разводить, производит, breeds, contempt, презрение. It's a very negative feeling towards another person. So basically,
it's like family with long time. If you know they spend long time, you have this contempt.
Yeah, it's a very old saying. То есть это очень старая поговорка английская. That, like, yeah, the more you know the person, the more you hate them, or something like this, maybe.
Maybe I agree with it, but because I know my husband a lot of time. Maybe I agree with it, but you know, this like small line, how it's when it's happened. and maybe it's one I know the old, no, like old family, like when we discuss with how you live and your life and how it's this respect or not, no, contempt, yes.
Contempt, yeah.
It's like if you work with your отношения,
A relationship. If you work on your relationships,
with
yeah.
your relationship during your life, it's a great point and it work. If you don't do that, sometimes in this end, I see this contempt, because if you don't speak, define the problem, and yes, I agree with it.
I mean, in my opinion, it seems like something that is inevitable. Что-то неизбежное. So, but you know, there are many bad things in life. So, what do we do with this? How do we deal with this? And what can we do to mitigate the effects of it? То есть, как бы смягчить, уменьшить эффекты этого. Yeah, I guess that was my question, maybe.
I see maybe what I told about work is
Just
in
working on
relationship and define this problem like first, not the end, you know, the end and fighting and like go ahead, but to understand this like point, like we need to do with our relationship and define what has happened and like this. I see, but
all right. Okay, Yelena. Yulia, thank you. Yeah, Yelena wanted to say something.
How we can solve this problem? At first, I agree with Yulia, but we need to speak to each other every time, when not to be silent, not to keep silent, because it really can be when you know a person very many years, and when you live with a person very many years, he or she can irritate you. So you can say everything. For example, you don't like this, and you can say it, I don't like this. Let's see how we can do with this. And both people should solve this problem, not to be silent. It was my problem because me and my husband kept silent a lot of time, and we were late because as I understand, we need to talk every time.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Well, talking usually helps, I guess. Yeah, I would probably agree with you. Yes.
But
yeah,
my
Phoenix.
point is like you are another person hear you. It's also like a main point.
Phoenix, yeah, you wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Yes, I want to talk a short story in my life. My nephew get married a little short and a little fat girls, and then they were born make it two nice children, and every night they live sleeping together, even last her days, because she died from cancer, and her husband, my nephew Andrew, carried Catherine, carried your wife for last day, and don't take her hospital, and they made everything himself, because he very loved these a little fat girls. It history about
big love. Мы все были потрясены, он не отпускал ее до последнего дня, и даже, как сказать, вот с этими пакетами, со всеми этими, они ложились спать вместе. Вот такая история.
Okay,
Это к
yeah.
тому, да,
Yeah.
Нина, к тому, что не обязательно быть красивой и стройной. Все зависит от нас, как мы любим друг друга. Можно быть маленькой, толстенькой, но любимой.
Of course,
All
it
right,
doesn't
Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix. Thank you,
matter
thank you,
about
thank you for
us.
sharing.
It's about
You know, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, it's
Okay.
all right, guys. I guess that would be it for today. Thank you for coming on our meeting today again. I hope to see you next time. Different topics again.
Thank you.
And yeah, love each other.